stopped her car and turned to look in my direction. For one heartbeat, our eyes met through 2 layers of tinted glass and rain-streaked windshields. I didn't wave. I didn't flinch. I just looked at her like she was a stranger I used to know. Then my driver asked, "Sir, do you want me to slow down?" "No," I said quietly. The car kept moving, and the moment we passed, Tiffany's car swerved hard onto the shoulder. In my side mirror, I watched her door fly open. She stepped out in heels, hair whipping in the wind, phone clutched in her hand like a weapon. She looked around wildly, like she couldn't believe I was real, like she couldn't believe I would leave without waiting. My driver's eyes flicked to me again. "You're sure?" I stared forward. "Drive." The highway swallowed us, and for the first time in 5 years, I didn't feel anything ripping in my chest as I walked away. I felt light. 2 minutes later, my phone started ringing. Tiffany. I watched it buzz. Then I turned it face down. It rang again, and again, and again. My driver cleared his throat awkwardly. "Your wife seems urgent." "My ex-wife," I corrected. The word sounded strange in my mouth, but it fit. It fit like a key. The phone finally stopped. A message popped up instead. "Tiffany. Where are you going?" "Tiffany. Matthew. Answer me." "Tiffany. Don't do this. Don't do this." Like I was the one abandoning a marriage. Like she hadn't been handing me houses like hush money for 5 years. I didn't reply. Another message came. "Tiffany. Cedric's with me. He doesn't know." "Tiffany. Please." I almost laughed. She was worried about Cedric. Not me. Not the vows. Not the man she'd left standing in the rain under fireworks meant for her husband. Just Cedric. I leaned back in the seat and closed my eyes. 30 minutes later, I arrived at the airport. My lawyer's assistant met me at the gate, holding a folder. "Mr. Marsden," she said, polite and efficient. "The decree is filed. You are officially divorced as of 2 hours ago." I nodded. She hesitated, then lowered her voice. "Mrs. Scorsese has been calling the office nonstop." I took the folder. "Letter," I said. My flight boarded. I walked down the jet bridge and felt the last thread snap inside me. Not sadness, not anger, finality. As I buckled my seatbelt, a final notification buzzed on my phone. An email from Tiffany's assistant Jillian. Subject line, "Please call me." My finger hovered. Jillian wasn't Tiffany. Jillian had been the only human in that mansion for years. I opened it. One sentence. "Mr. Marsden." She found the papers. I stared at the screen. The plane began to taxi. My phone lit up again. Unknown number. Then another. Then another. Calls flooding in like a dam broke. I answered the unknown. Jillian's voice came out trembling. She's losing it," Jillian whispered. "She's tearing the house apart. She's screaming at legal. Screaming at the staff. She just threw her phone through a window." I closed my eyes slowly. "What did she say?" I asked. Jillian swallowed. "She keeps saying, 'I didn't sign that. I didn't sign that.'" I exhaled. "And Cedric?" I asked. There was a pause. "He's here," Jillian said, voice smaller. "He showed up at the West Suburbs mansion with balloons and a photographer. Of course he did. Valentine's Day. Content. Public romance. His whole life was an aesthetic." "And?" I asked. Jillian's voice dropped. "She saw the hot air balloon photos on social media," she whispered. "The ones with him and her. The ones she posted." I frowned. "That's old," I said. "She posted those." "I know," Jillian said, breathless. "But she's acting like she's seeing them for the first time. Like she's waking up." Waking up. That word made something cold slide down my spine. "Tiffany is not the type to wake up," I said quietly. Jillian whispered. "She walked into the mansion, and she saw your suitcase gone, your closet empty, your toothbrush gone." I stared out the window at the runway. "She realized," Jillian continued, "that you really left." The plane paused before takeoff. The engines roared. Jillian's voice turned urgent. "Mr. Marsden, she's coming to the airport." I blinked. "What?" "She just ordered a police escort," Jillian said quickly. "She's using her influence. She's claiming it's an emergency."